Good morning, Facebook. I guess I don't know. Well, it's still morning. Hi, everybody. Yeah, I've been gone for a little bit, but I am back. And I wanted to address a topic that keeps coming up with people when I am doing makeovers or I'm at parties or wherever I am at pop-up shops. People say to me, I don't wear makeup, so don't bother. And I'm like, just give me a minute. And I'm going to show you how I convert people who don't wear makeup to wearing makeup. And I'm going to give a little shout out to a woman at Limelight. Her name is Mary Kay Kemper. And she gave me this idea and on one of her videos, and I have been running with it ever since. And people actually really love what I do with this. So this is all you need to get a really nice look. These 3 pieces, well actually 5 pieces. Okay, I've got a bronzer in here. I've got our pressed powder, our white pressed powder here. And this is my blush, it's called Alive, but we have several different blushes to choose from. And you can use this not only for your face, like everybody says, okay, you put the pressed powder on your face and the bronzer and whatever, but also all of this stuff that you see here can be used for your eyes and for your lips. So just watch carefully, and then of course we're going to finish off with some mascara and a gloss. So I've already put my concealer and my foundation on, but what I'm going to do next, just to show you how versatile this little $60 palette is I'm going to first put on my my pressed powder with my big brush here. This is called the Kabuki, I don't know. So it's a big brush, and I'm just gonna kind of take the pressed powder, and that's what pressed powder is for. It's like pressing in your foundation. And it's white, but you don't see it because I've just, it's kind of dispersed and you really just can't see what it's doing, but it's holding your foundation in place. So the next thing that I would do is I'm gonna do my face first with it, because that's just the way that I do things. So I'm going to take this brush here, and I'm going to tap it into my bronzer because I like to have some, color on my face, especially now. This, we are heading into spring, but it's still winter and everybody's kind of pale. I know I'm pale. So I'm going to kind of just put the bronzer all over. I put a little bit too much there. I'm going to put the bronzer all over my face just to give me some color. There's no real art to this. It's pretty simple. Some people like to contour with bronzer. I like to do that too sometimes, but I'm just going to do something pretty simple so I can show you how easy this all is. Okay, so you can see that put a little more on my cheeks. I have some just color all over from the bronzer. Okay, so I've got the bronzer, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my blush, and my blushes I'm just going to tap and get rid of some of the excess. And by the way, our makeup is very, very high pigmentation, so you don't need a lot. So I'm just gonna go a little bit here. Just give me a little color so you can see the difference on one side, and then some more on the other. So I have a little bit of color on both sides of my face for the blush, and you can go a little bit here on your nose and around on your forehead if you want a little bit more color around your face. So that's like what normally you think a palette like this would be used for. But now what I'm going to show you is, okay, I'm going to do my eyes. So I'm going to take a brush here. Get the right brush going on here. And I am going to take the pressed powder. I'm going to put on my eyelids just as a base all the way up to the top. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this eye. Pretty easy, right? Straightforward. Recycling what I used for my face. And then I'm going to take some bronzer. I'm going to use like this little blending brush here. I'm going to take my bronzer, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go in the crease of my eye with the bronzer, just so that it looks like, it's going to look like I'm wearing a little bit of makeup, but really what it's doing is it's just highlighting my features, and it's not too out there. Like, I know that a lot of people get spooked by makeup because they'll go to like some of these beauty counters in the mall, in the, you know, in the department stores, and they come out, and I've had those horrible failures, you know, where you go to the beauty counter and you come out and you look like a clown. And that's not what we're after here. We're just after, like, looking, you know, enhanced, but there's no reason to come out looking crazy from a beauty counter. Okay, so you can see, it looks like, I've got a little color up there. And I've got, like, my brow bones highlighted from the white. And then what I'm also gonna do now to give my eyelids a little color is I'm gonna take the blush, just a little blush, and I'm gonna just put on my lids. And it's, you know, it looks really good because it's the same color that I'm wearing on my cheeks. So look, my eyes are done. I'm gonna put a little mascara on. I've got a little trick with mascara that I'm gonna show you too. So you put your mascara on. I'm gonna hopefully not poke my eye out because this is kind of a weird way to do mascara live. But I'm gonna do it. And I'm sorry if I don't call out your name, it's because I'm not wearing my glasses and I can't see the tiny print. So I'm gonna put some mascara on. There we go. And a really cool trick you can do with mascara is, hang on a sec, I'm gonna get my palette back and I'm gonna pull my white pressed powder again, and I'm gonna take this brush that I have here, this wide brush, this little, you know, eyeshadow brush here, and I'm going to put the powder, if you can see that happening, on my wet eyelashes from the mascara, okay? Now, you'll see on the internet, people tell you to use things like baby powder for that, but I wouldn't do that. Baby powder has caused a lot of problems if you've read the news lately, so don't use baby powder. Use a pressed powder. And I'm gonna go over my lashes again because the powder is gonna thicken, gonna give me a chance to thicken and lengthen. This Perfect mascara that we have is, it has lengthening fibers in it. So, this is gonna make your lashes even longer and thicker. So I'm just gonna go through that a bit here so you can see, gonna get more length and thickness on my lashes from that pressed powder. So I've already used that pressed powder 3 times. Okay, so I've got my longer and thicker lashes now. And the last thing that you can do with this palette, whoops, is your lips. So take the pressed powder again. I'm sorry, not the pressed powder, the blush. I'm gonna take this little lip brush that I have, and I'm gonna just put some color on my lips with the blush. You never thought of that before, huh? So now I have the same color on my lips as I do on my cheek and my eyes. And then I'm gonna take some clear lip gloss, which we have called Bliss, and I'm gonna just give it a little shine. And I am done. So I don't look, you know, crazy. I didn't walk, so if you were spooked by the beauty counters and the way those women handle makeup on you, you shouldn't be, because this is a really, really simple way to get a really nice, natural look without looking like you're wearing a ton of makeup. So, and also, I do this with all of the other Limelight makeup, but this is a really cool thing to do. I find that, let me just get something. My mascara fell on the floor. I mean, seriously, you're going on a trip and you just want to have simple makeup and you don't want to be bothered too much, this is all you need. So I dropped it again. The 3 of them together, the mascara's $20. This is $18 for a gloss. And this set together, you save money when you buy 3 because they're usually $22 a piece, but the 3 together are $60. And you can make, you know, put any 3 any three that you want in here, but what I just did was a bronzer, a pressed powder, and a blush. But you could pick whatever blush works for you. And honestly, we could figure that out over the phone. So altogether, those three things are $98. I mean, where are you going to get a full face like this for $98? So I just wanted to give you that tip. Don't be afraid of makeup. If you're afraid of makeup, don't be scared anymore, because this is a pretty easy way to do things. All right, everybody, have a great, easy day. Take care. Bye-bye.